Hello everyone, this is Kaybenyarko again, bringing you another lesson in jazz piano techniques. Today will be a continuation of my series on how to play blues jazz piano. And today I'm going to talk about the left-hand bass line. You know, it's a development out of boogie woogie where pianists, started using more of their left hands. To improve on this technique, I would recommend listening to people like Count Basie, especially even bassists like Ray Brown and also Cleveland Eaton with the Count Basie trio. Also, in terms of pianists, I would recommend listening to people like Dave McKenna, who is known as the king of the walk-in left-hand bass line. So let's just go through the chords and the form just once and I'll explain it. So I'll go through it very slowly. So as you can see, I'm playing a combination of the walking bass line and I'm using what I call shell voicings with my right hand. Okay, for shell voicings, again, I would recommend people like Bill Evans, people like even Red Garland, who used to play the shell voicings with your left hand and comp with your right. So let me go over what I'm doing. So basically, I know the 1, 4, 5 progression is the blues, right? You have your 1 chord, your 4 chord, which is your F chord, your 5th chord, which is your G chord, and back to your 1 chord, right? So what I'm doing with my left hand is I'm outlining the chords. And so I'm walking from the C to the 4th chord, right? Okay, so let me walk just with the C going to the 4th chord. Then we have the 4 chord. Back to the C. Then the 6. Then the 2-5-1. Then the turnaround. So, first of all, to understand the rules of the walking bass line, I want to do the turnaround, which is a 6-2-5-1, right? And what I'm doing for the turnaround is this. So, the 6 of the C is an A, the 2 is a D, and the 5 is a G. So I'm using chromatic notes to walk to those specific notes, okay? So starting from a C, I'm moving to an A, so I use a B flat. Then I'm moving to a D, so I use a C sharp. Then I'm moving to a G, so I can use an A flat. And then back to C, so I use the B. So using chromatic notes, right? So you can use it either chromatic note up or down, right? So what I did there was sometimes I can make it a 3-6-2-5-1 for the turnaround. Right? So C, 3 to the 6. Alright, so that's a turnaround. Once you know the turnaround, you can basically play it, okay? So using the chromatic rule, alright? And so we're going to play the turnaround with shell voicings. So the shell voicing I'm using is a C7 with a 7th on top of B flat, seven on the B flat on the bottom, a D, E, and then a G on top. Sometimes I make it a 13. All right, for the F, I'm using an F9. I have the A, the D, E flat, and G. Okay, for the 6, I have a 6 with the sharp 9. It has a third on the bottom, C sharp. The 6, the F, right? A, and then a C. So 13. For the 2, I use it this voicing, which has a 7th on the bottom, E, F, and A. And then to the 5 or the G, I can use that, which is a D, F, G for the G. Okay, so let's do the turnaround with the voicing. So we have a C7, A9, D minor, 9th, right? And then I can do that for the G actually. So which is B, E flat, and A flat, right? So I'm playing the G voicings using tension notes, right? So that has a third, sharp 5, and flat 9, right? Again. Okay, so that's for the turnaround. And then for the rest, I'm just playing the voicings of the C7, right, with the 7th on the bottom, right? The F9, we have the A, D, E flat, G, and for the G, remember I'm playing this, or sometimes I play it up here. So it's a G7, the 7th is in the bottom, so we have a F, flat 9, 3rd, and 6, and then I could do the C like this or like that. So like this means I'm playing a C7, right, with a 9th on top, right? So we have E, G, B flat, and C. Okay. So let me walk it again, and then try and follow what I'm doing with my left hand and what I'm doing with my right hand. Another thing I'm doing with the rhythm is I'm punching it, I'm making it rhythmic, right? So that if, let's say, I'm playing with a horn player, they can actually play, improvise along while I'm doing the bass on my left and the chord to my right, okay? So, first chord, F chord, first chord, D minor to the G7, turn around. Okay, so that's basically it. I'll go ahead and play it slowly one time again. If you guys have any questions, remember to email me at Kaybenyarkomusic at gmail.com. I do appreciate your comments and also your feedback. I'll be doing more lessons on this, and also doing more videos on what shell voicings are, or what is known as Bill Evans voicings, which is playing a chord, and instead of playing it with the root added to it and various open extensions, what you do in shell voicings is just play either the 7th, 3rd, and the 5th, right? Or just the seventh and the third, just play the more important notes of the voicings. So I'll be doing a video on that and also various different jazz voicings. So stay tuned and remember to subscribe and comment.